guys, it's Sonia Elsie. So for today's video, I kind of wanted to address a comment that I get quite frequently actually on my videos, whether it's a try-on haul or just a video where I'm living my life or a vlog or just a picture on my Instagram, and that is the comment that you're so fat, why are you posting Instagram pictures? You're so fat for a vegan. You're so fat, why are you posting swimsuit pictures? I get a lot of just comments about my weight, and a lot of people seem to think that I'm overweight even though I'm not. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I got a comment on my recent Instagram post. I posted an Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me questions just for my next Q&A video, because I do Q&As about every single month. So I was like, yeah, if you guys could ask me questions, like, that would be lit, that'd be great. And I got this one really long question, and I'm just gonna summarize it. But basically, this girl was saying that she doesn't feel beautiful because she is the same size as me, and people constantly think that I am fat. So therefore, she doesn't think that she is beautiful. And first of all, I just wanted to say that a lot of the people who are saying this, I feel like, have some kind of eating disorder where they think that perfectly healthy girls like me are fat, because I am not fat. Though I'm not skinny, I've never really been super skinny. Even when I was in cross country and I was running like 15 miles a day and like all of this crazy stuff, I was never really skinny. I was slimmer, I guess, back then, but I was never like skinny. And I'm not saying this at all to skinny shame anyone or to say, oh, like, if you're too skinny, like, you're gross, because I am definitely not that kind of person. I am not for any kind of fat shaming or skinny shaming or like body shaming of any kind, because there are just so many different bodies and so many different body types and just so many different like people. And this comment, I looked at it for a while, and at first I wanted to make this video kind of a rant video. I don't really know why. When I first saw that comment, I was kind of angry because I kind of took it personally at first. I was like, oh, this girl's saying that I must be really fat, like, what the heck, like, fuck you, bitch. But I looked into the comment more, and she was responding to some other comments, and I was just realizing that she wasn't commenting this out of hate. She was just commenting it out of, I guess, low self-confidence and low self-esteem, and she just maybe wanted me to say something that would maybe encourage her. And I just wanted to, I don't know, just talk a little bit about this, like how society in many ways is just so fucked up that if you don't have a perfect skinny body type, then you're fat. And a lot of people especially think that I'm fat because I'm a vegan and I'm not like super skinny, which I think is super ridiculous. I mean, veganism isn't a body type, it's just a lifestyle that I've chosen to embark, and that doesn't mean that, oh, I'm vegan so I'm gonna be like under 100 pounds or something, because that's not realistic. Like, if you go into veganism with the mindset that, oh, I'm gonna get instantly super skinny, like, oh, this is awesome, I'm gonna be so skinny, then I don't think that's the right mindset to have. I definitely think that veganism can help you lose weight. I did lose a few pounds, not like a drastic amount of pounds because I wasn't overweight, but I did lose a little bit of weight going vegan, which I thought was really awesome. But I don't think that you should use veganism as just like, oh, I'm going vegan, I'm gonna be super skinny, if that makes sense, because I think that your end goal should be to be healthy. Not that there's anything wrong with wanting to lose weight or look healthy, but if you're just wanting to be a body type that's unattainable, I don't think that that's realistic. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how there are just so many different types of women. There are so many different types of women and men. I'm not just saying that, you know, men can't experience body shaming, because they definitely can, but because I'm a woman, I'm mostly speaking from my point of view, if that makes sense. So if I am saying like women, it's not like, oh, men are excluded from this, because I definitely don't mean to exclude men. I don't really know what it's like to be a man, so I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. But there are so many different types of women, and there are so many different sizes of women. Whether you're very slender, whether you're curvy, whether even you're overweight, there is not a limit for how many people can be beautiful and how many people can be confident. It's not some kind of competition, and I constantly see people comparing themselves, even to me, even though I don't feel like I'm some kind of like super beautiful person. Like, I feel like I'm pretty average, but I still am confident. Like, I love the way that I look and I love my body, but I see people comparing themselves to me, to their friends, to other people, to models, to actors, to actresses, just to everyone. And I just wanted to say that there is not a set number of people that can be beautiful. There's not some rule out there that's like, okay, the top 100 girls that are beautiful, okay, you guys are the only girls that are allowed to be beautiful. Every person can be beautiful in their own special way, and that doesn't mean that you have to fit some kind of special body norm, or that you have to be under a certain weight, or that you have to be super skinny, or you have to have a certain type of boobs, or anything like that. There are so many different people that can be beautiful. You can be beautiful and you can be 500 pounds, and you can be beautiful and you can be 100 pounds. There's not any limit to how many people can be beautiful and how many people can be confident, and I just wish that more people would understand that you don't need to tear other people apart or bring them down or compare yourselves to them when we can all just bring each other up together. And I hate this so much. I hate seeing when girls criticize other girls for super petty things, and I see these comments a lot on my Instagrams or on my YouTube videos where it's just these girls like saying, oh, that girl's so ugly, or oh, she's so fat, or oh, her makeup isn't perfect, or oh, why aren't her fake eyelashes perfect, or why do her eyebrows look like that? Like, girls need to start bringing up one another. I don't know, like, this irks me so much to see that. And if you constantly compare yourself to other people, then you're not ever going to be happy, because no one looks exactly like another person. Even twins, they don't look exactly alike. You can't constantly compare yourself to another person because you are both different people. And there are so many different ways to be beautiful. There are so many different ways you can look. There are so many different ways you can dress, do your makeup, not do your makeup. So many ways your body can be, cannot be. And I just wanted to say that if you are letting someone else's perception of you bring you down, then you need to stop and take a look at yourself and realize that you can be beautiful. Even if other people don't think you're beautiful, there will always be someone who doesn't think that you're beautiful, and you cannot please everyone. You cannot please everyone. I've had to learn that a lot. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you probably see a lot of my angry Twitter rants because I'm just an angsty teen. I have a lot to rant about. But I've definitely, after I've ranted, I've realized, wow, I can't make everyone happy. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, someone's gonna think I'm fat, someone's gonna think I'm ugly, someone's gonna think I'm annoying, someone's gonna think I'm stupid. Like, no matter what I do, there's always going to be someone somewhere out there who thinks I am one of those things. And I can't let those things affect me, and you can't let those things affect you. And another thing that I've seen a lot is when someone who's just like super beautiful posts a picture, I see so many comments from these girls and sometimes guys, I don't know, I don't really see it as much in guys, but mostly with girls that are like, oh, I wish I was like you, I wish I had the same boobs as you, I wish I looked like this, I wish I had this about me, and no one looks the same. Like I said earlier, if you're constantly comparing yourself to other people or blaming them for your self-confidence issues, then you just need to stop and take a look at yourself, because it's not them being beautiful that's the reason why you're, having self-confidence issues. Your insecurities are the reason why you're insecure. And once you just start supporting other women and other men and just other people, and instead of being like, oh, I wish I was like them, just appreciating them. Like, I used to compare myself to a lot of people as well, but instead of doing that, I started looking at these Instagrams of these girls who were just extremely beautiful, who had the perfect bodies, and I was like, wow, good for them. Like, they're beautiful, they're amazing, like, they're doing their thing, they're so confident. Instead of being like, what a slut, she's showing so much skin, or like, oh my god, that's so fake, or like, oh, I wish I could be her, I've instead started to just support other people. And when I see other pictures of people or other people in videos, instead of being jealous for them, I'm happy for them, and that is just all around made me so much more of a happier and confident person. If someone is confident, they're not going to bring down other people, they're not going to see someone and be like, oh, what a gross slut or whatever, like, they're just not going to do that. And I remember I had this friend in 7th grade who was really overweight, and I don't mean that in like a mean way, but it's just a descriptive term and it's kind of important to the story, but she was the most judgmental person I've ever met literally in my entire life. She would talk shit about any person ever, and I'm not saying that I've never talked shit. Of course, I feel like everyone talks shit, but she would dissect everyone just so much and point out all of their little flaws, and just, I don't know, she just had so much judgment towards all of them. And then I remember one time she told me that she was just really insecure about her weight, and that she just didn't really know what to do, and she was constantly unhappy about it. And then after that, I realized that it wasn't that she just liked talking shit about people, it was that she was really insecure and just, you know, used her judgment towards other people as kind of an outlet to escape her own insecurities. And I didn't really hang out with her anymore. I didn't stop being her friend. We just kind of grew apart, I guess. But after that, I just really took a look back at what I was doing and realized that I needed to stop being so judgmental and that I need to stop comparing myself to others, because I'm never gonna look like that Instagram model. I'm never gonna look like that actress. I'm gonna look like Sonia.elsie, because that is me. This is how I was born, and this is the only body I'm gonna have for the rest of my life, unless you believe in past lives and stuff, which I guess maybe you'll have another body sometime. This is the only body that I'm ever going to have in this lifetime, and whatever body you have is the only body that you're gonna have in your lifetime, and you can always do things to change it if you want to. You can fix your diet, you can do whatever you want, but overall you just have to love yourself and learn that this is the only body that you're ever going to have if you're really going to truly love yourself, because there are so many YouTubers, and one example, I feel bad kind of calling out his name, but I'm gonna say it, is Shane Dawson, and I love him. I love his videos so much, and I just think that he is such a hilarious person, but he has such a tremendous weight loss story, which I think is amazing. He went from extremely overweight to a really healthy body type that he is now. He's pretty slender, but in a lot of his videos, he talks about how he feels really fat, and he's made some videos where he's just sitting down and talking about how he feels so fat and how he feels so ugly. And there was one video where he talked about how in YouTube Rewind, he didn't want to be in it just because he felt like he was fat. And to me, from an outsider looking in on that, I feel like that's ridiculous, because I see him and he looks perfectly healthy. He looks like just awesome. He looks like a really good body type, and it just shows that if you don't truly love yourself, then you never will. You know, he lost all of that weight and he still thinks that he's fat. And like, I guess now there's so many things you can do if you do hate a part of your face or a part of your body. You can get plastic surgery and all of that stuff. But if you don't love yourself, then you will always see those flaws. You'll always continue to see flaws, and you'll continue to be upset and want to do more work, and it'll just be like a downward spiral. So I hope this video kind of helped you guys. I know I was kind of rambly and I didn't really set up like a script or anything. I never script my videos actually, but I didn't really set up a script or anything. I just kind of started talking and went off on this trail, and I don't know. I know that like in this video I don't really say like, oh, how to be confident or how you can stop feeling bad about yourself. And I'm not saying that I'm not insecure, because I definitely have a lot of insecurities, and like I feel like everyone does, like humans do. It's just kind of like a human thing to have insecurities. But like there's not really any way for me to tell you how to love yourself. It's something that you have to find from within, you know? Like I always get asked, Sonia, how are you so confident? How do you learn to love yourself? And it's not something that I can be like, oh, like these are the steps you follow and suddenly you love yourself. It's something that you have to find within yourself. So anyways, guys, sorry that the video was super long and rambly, but it was something that I really felt like I should say and something that I wanted to talk about, just because, I don't know, I feel like my audience is mainly young women, and I wish that I had heard this when I was younger and I was insecure and I was putting down other women and calling girls sluts for posting bikini pics and all of that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching this whole thing. If you watched the whole thing, I really appreciate it. But I just want to say thank you guys so much. I love you, and I don't know, you all are just so beautiful and so amazing, and thank you so much for being in my life. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!